So I've been trying to come up with some kind of deep, interesting, sophisticated, inspirational, uh, funny, entertaining, I don't know, something for the end of the semester lecture, just to make sure that you know that you're appreciated and you know that this class has been a meaningful experience for you and for me. I can't come up with anything. My brain's fried. I'm I can't do a song and dance at this point, and I can't even think very logically at this point. As I'm trying to do this, I have people coming in the room doing their work, and people playing Fortnite in the room next to me, and then I've got grading and all the other stuff, and it's my brain's just gone. I can't do it, so I'm just going to talk a little bit about philosophy, about justice, about um, all the different ways that we look for meaning in our lives. And I'm not going to talk for very long, um, but I do want to wrap up the semester. For me, philosophy, and I hope you've seen this through the readings and through the things that we have talked about, the questions that I ask. For me, philosophy is always something about action. It is not something about just ideas that stay in books or in talks or in our minds. It's about action and how it inspires action. That's why I really love ethics. Where morality is this law that comes down upon us and tells us what to do. Ethics is a way of assessing our actions and giving us frameworks and guidelines for further actions. And the reason why action matters to me so much is because I want something to help me understand what we do in this world. Now, if it was just me in this world, me in a forest running around with the bears and the deer, if it was just me, what I did wouldn't really matter so much. All I'd have to do is just make me happy. But it's not just me, it's you, and it's the people in the room next to me, and it's my family, and it's my colleagues, and it's the people behind me. We are what make philosophy matter, because philosophy helps us understand how we take action in the world, what is meaningful to us, what matters to us. It helps us focus on different areas. Does your mind matter, knowing who you are, knowing what you are? Does your do other people matter and how they help define you? Do gods matter? Does nature matter? What matters? And whatever it is that matters to you is what defines how you act. What philosophy does is gives us a way to think it out, to think about what matters to us. And it gives us some guidelines and some frameworks for developing systems of meaning. That's why I love philosophy, because we can argue. I love arguing, and we can talk about really abstract ideas. But what really matters is how philosophy inspires us to take action in the world, to stand up, to march, to say things like Black Lives Matter, or to fight for equality and justice, to not allow people who are of sexualities or identities or races or classes or genders, to not allow people who do not hold power in society to be oppressed by society. Philosophy gives reasons for doing that. It's why I love philosophy. It's why searching for meaning matters to me, because it makes me understand what I'm supposed to do in this world. And for me, that understanding also has to have a little bit of aspect of me myself. I've got to take ownership over it. I've got to know that it's meaningful for me because of the way that I can analyze it and interpret it. I can't just let somebody stand up in a pulpit or on a politician stage or even in a classroom. I can't let somebody stand up and tell me what to believe. I've got to figure it out, and philosophy gives me the tools for doing that. I hope it's giving you the tools for doing that as well. I hope this class has helped you think about your meanings in life. I don't expect that you come out of this class with some grand new belief system or new philosophy that you can go out and teach the world about. I don't necessarily believe that you're going to become a philosophy major from this class, but I hope that your exposure to the ideas that have gone down through history through this philosophy class has helped you understand a little bit about where you are in this world and what actions you'll take. This week, we're wrapping up the class. You've got to turn in your final project and you've got to turn in your final exam or do your final exam and you've got to do course evaluations. That's it. That's all we're doing this week. Let me give you a little bit of clue on the final exam. The final exam is not terribly hard. I mean, I think if you'll see something in the way that I grade and the way that I approach this class, it really is about your experience and what you make out of it. So as long as you've had some experience, as long as you've had engagement in this class, you'll do fine on the final exam. Now, if you haven't done any reading, you haven't been engaged, you haven't been on the discussion boards, you probably won't do well on the exam. But as long as you're here and you've been engaged, you'll do fine. And of course, the exam's open book. It's open notes. You can use whatever you want to take this exam, except for having somebody else take it for you. Your final exam is due this week by Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Your project is due this week by Sunday at 11:59 p.m. That is the absolute deadline because I've got to turn in grades by 6 p.m. the next day, and I need to have everything in. Then we're done. Then you're moving on to your summer, to your fall semester, to your wonderful pursuits of knowledge and meaning, taking action in the world. If I can help you do that in any way, if I can offer you a letter of recommendation or if I can offer you any kind of guidance at school, I'd be happy to do so. And if by chance we get to open our doors and we get to be in our offices and get to be in our classrooms, if we are walking beside each other in campus someday, make sure you reach over, presumably that we can be close enough to touch. Make sure you reach over and say hi and let me know you're there because I have missed being in your presence this semester. I hope you have a great summer. Hope you have a great end of the semester. Let me know if I can do anything. I'm always available through email. Happy summer. Bye bye.